Hi, I'm Nate Cohen. I'm a rising senior at Great Neck South High School just outside New York City, and I'm going to be reading the Gettysburg Address today. This is one of the best speeches in American history, and its message is that the best way to honor someone's life is to take action. This is incredibly relevant today when we think about how do we honor George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and the so many other Black Americans who lost their lives to police violence. How do we honor our healthcare workers and people who are on the front lines and those who lost their lives to COVID? How do we honor those people who are starving because they're out of work in this recession? And Gettysburg tells us that the answer is to take action. So with that in mind, I present to you the Gettysburg Address. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work, which they who fought here have thus so far nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave their last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not die in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people, shall not perish from the earth.